What's up, philosophers? I'm Raquez Martin, also known as Student Dr. Rock. I'm from Savannah, Georgia, and I graduated from Georgia State University. This is our first podcast, and we're happy to be here.
All right, to continue it, my name is Christopher Moore. I graduated with my master's from Mississippi College, and I'm from Florida.
Hey, my name is Travis Goldson. I'm from the state of Florida as well, and I went to University of Central Florida, majoring in biology.
What's up, y'all? I'm Navy Fox. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada. I graduated from Texas Southern University, and I got my master's from Harry Medical College.
Hey everyone, my name is Wilner Fresson, or you call me Student Dr. Will. I'm from Miami, Florida. I went to Florida Atlantic University for my undergraduate and Rutgers University for my master's.
My name is Milky Martinez. I'm from Connecticut. I got my master's degree in Case Western University in Ohio, and I'm just happy to get this started.
Hey guys, I'm Randy. I'm from Miami. I went to the Florida State University, and I did my master's at Barry University.
Hey everyone, my name is Aeneas Thompson from Atlanta, Georgia. I attended Morehouse College in my undergrad, and I just graduated this past May.
All right, y'all.
We finally made it out the group chat.
I know, right?
And we are
Flossophy! So, hey, Chris, man, can you tell me what is philosophy?
Man, I really want to tell you, and everybody keeps asking me, like, what's philosophy? Why y'all keep using that word philosophy? Can you explain?
Yeah, I can better delineate that. Philosophy as a whole, as a team, we are here to inspire the youth, pre-med, pre-dental, anything within the health field. And we're here to also show our lifestyle and how we go through this professional school, dental school, and show you that it's not too scary.
Yeah, and we just want to let y'all know it's not specifically a dental-related podcast, but it's for the community, shared experiences, and little tips on how to get through life.
Yeah.
So can we talk about anything, like sports also? We're going to be talking about food and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's not just dental.
Because what a lot of people forget, we're also human beings.
Yeah.
This is just what we do, you know? We're human beings outside of this.
But we got to keep it real. We got to also talk about the struggle that comes with being a dental student also. So
Just being a dental student, applying at dental school, after dental school, and just getting different perspectives.
Just share all the tips we know, like we learn it as we learn it on the way. Just share it out there.
Yeah.
So with that being said, like, do you think it was harder to get into dental school, or like, is it harder in dental school?
It's definitely different types of struggles, though, because like getting into dental school is definitely challenging. But I think like getting into dental school is more challenging, like monetarily or like money wise, because it was really expensive. And if you applying, you know that.
Yeah. Because during my journey, I don't want to go too into it right now, but money was a huge thing with the application, because it was just so expensive, and at first I had a lot of doubts with it. Was I going to get in, or was I going
waste money?
And I didn't want to have to repeat the same thing. If I had to, then I would, because I'm very passionate about this career. But that was just a thing I was really worried about.
how much is the DAT running to right now? Like,
Man, I took it like 2 years ago, like $525.
I think it only be going on.
Then you got to apply for applications. Each school is like 100 something plus supplementals is like 50 to 90.
And when you get accepted, you got to pay deposit.
Seat deposit.
What's the sneaky thing that nobody really talk about? Like once you get accepted and everything, and especially with us, because we're all from the South, we had to move up here. That's where you spend a lot of bread. Doing all this stuff up here. That's what will get you right there.
And like Tribe was saying, like, it's a lot of money that's involved with this. And like, we all know time is money. So most of us, we don't have parents where we just can't work and just allocate time to study and stuff like that. So you got to actually balance out your lifestyle when you want to go into a specialty, I should say, like graduate school and stuff.
So I would say, like, not only prepare academically for the DAT, you also have to prepare financially. So once you get in,
All right, man, we just got done talking about like DAT and all this stuff like that. So now that you're actually in dental school, what y'all think y'all expectations going in? Because, you know, we all had this dream since kids. So now that we're actually in, how does it compare to reality that you're actually in?
well, I'm gonna say this: we started, and I thought it was gonna be our first semester very dental related, and we automatically started looking at studying the whole body. And towards the end, we looked a little bit towards the head and neck. That kind of threw me off guard because it didn't seem like it was like dental focus. You know what I
Especially
mean?
looking at other schools around the country too. Like a lot of schools already started drilling. You know, they already doing wax ups. We didn't start that till like October, November. So it almost felt like we was late to the game, but we at the end of the day we was getting more knowledge.
It felt like, honestly, it felt like we're in med school. Like,
well, that's what it is. So like dental school, you have to study. The field's changing now. Basically now, like medical doctors, you see patients once a year. Dentist sees the patient 2 times a year. So now we need to look at the patient differently. It's not only about teeth now. So the field's changing.
the whole body approach.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can see them more than twice a year.
Yeah.
Hey, bring it back. Yeah, I think like the craziest thing, like come piggyback up what y'all were talking about, because we did instrument distribution day, and like they gave us all our stuff. So one day I felt like I'm a dentist, right?
Yeah.
And they go, put that in your locker.
We touched it for a while.
Get your pen and pencil.
It kind of is what I expected it to be, because I kind of was talking to some dental students before I got to school, and they were like, yeah, it's hard, whatever. I was like, I can't wait to be in dental school. And they were just like, we'll see about that in 3 months. And then, 3 months came in.
For your question, I'll say it's harder. I think it's harder than I would have thought it would to be, because I ain't gonna lie. For some of the exams, they be giving us like 2 days, 3 days, and that kind of just, I don't know. I'm used to having like a whole 2 weeks.
Like
I can study for an exam.
11 lectures.
Yeah, 2 days for 20 lectures.
We can all agree on one thing though. We're way better students now than we were 4 months ago.
That's for
sure.
And not to get sentimental or anything, but I feel like I'm a better student because of y'all. Like when I first came in, like I was studying alone until I met y'all, and like we formed a study group, and I would highlight like that's one of the biggest reasons that I changed my study habits, because learning from y'all, bouncing back off each other, like
And I completely like agree with that. Like definitely with studying and like being with a group, and we could definitely bounce off ideas and help find solutions to problems. I feel that like that's very important, especially when studying, especially in like this type of environment where everything is like going so fast. So, and I just feel like like I'm blessed for y'all, and just being able just to keep like.
Dang, yo, I'm about to cry.
Like when we first got here in August and July, I was just soaking as much information I can for y'all in terms of like study habits. Like y'all did master's programs, stuff like that. So like y'all really helped me out.
I ain't gonna hold you like them 6 o'clock studies before tests when we all get together at like 6 o'clock. Bro,
Since AM or PM?
Oh, 6, we AM.
AM.
Nothing PM over here.
Like early bird gets
And I ain't gonna lie, I feel like we just hold each other accountable. When I see y'all going to the lab, I'm like, damn, I gotta go. So, I feel like that really pushes, like we all push each other.
And then like Anis was saying, like not going to master's program, like seeing y'all and how y'all study, like I learned a lot from like Will, Chris, even Randy, like Unky. I didn't even know what Unky was, right? So just having like different study methods under your belt, seeing like what really works for you all, and like seeing how I can implement that in my tool belt and like use it to my advantage. I appreciate that, for sure.
Well, it's good to have a good friendship. It's good to have a good crew. Highly important, because you have to sometimes relearn how do you learn, and like what Randy was saying, with the accountability is super, super important. Definitely recommend that.
So what would you say is the hardest like thing so far in dental school? Like for us, we're like 6 months in. So what do you? So what
Anatomy.
do you feel? Anatomy.
Cadaver.
What's a cadaver?
Cadaver. I ain't gonna lie.
To be honest, bro, like now that we got out of anatomy, drilling, bro, humbled me. Like, which is crazy, bro, because I came into thinking like, okay, even though I don't think I'm sane, bro, because like I came in knowing I didn't know how to do it, but I felt like I should be good at it. And then you're doing it, like, man, bro, I'm like a bad dentist, bro. Like I got holes in the teeth, and I got burn marks and stuff. And then it teaches you like patience and all that stuff, like which I have none. So I think that
y'all definitely hit on a good point, because like I know it's like you said anatomy, but you said drilling. That just goes to show like didactics might be harder for one person rather than hand skills for the other. Because I agree with both of y'all points, honestly. Especially anatomy. That was different, bro.
For me, the hardest part of like dental school was like in the beginning of anatomy, because that was like different. I've never like was able to see like a cadaver. My university didn't really support that. that type of resource. And just coming here, I was able to see that, and I was like, whoa, like learning anatomies on a different scale. And then now going into drilling, to agree with what Chris was saying, is like that is another. Getting out of anatomy was like one thing, but now starting like how should I say, something that is very like interactive or hands-on, and like you really have to.
You gotta show up. You gotta show up.
And it's like for rare too. Like we're gonna be doing this on an everyday basis.
So if you're not practicing, you're gonna notice that in your work, like when it's time for comps and stuff. So
it's a lot of pressure with it.
And I feel like whenever I was chatting with dentists, they would make it look so easy. So I'm going to operative thing is gonna be easy. I'm like, yo,
you gotta remember, bro, they've been doing that thing for 40 years. And they make it look easy.
So now that we talked about the bad, so what's been the good that's been in dental school so far for you guys?
Probably just friend group. Like I think I think we came together really quick. Like as soon as I got here, we had the picnic. And then I kind of talked to Aeneas over the summer. We were in the group chat, and then I met Will real quick. Then we met Rock right after, and then we just all kind of just made one big group, and we've been rocking ever since. Like everybody came in at different times, but like we all meshed and made a good group, and that kind of helps you because like you be struggling through your dental school, but when we're studying, we can laugh, joke, and we get back to studying. Laugh, joke, get back to studying. So I think that's one of the best things.
I think a good thing for me is just realizing that I'm actually doing what I've been trying to do, like since I was a little kid. Like sometimes I'm drilling and I'll think like, dang, like I'm really in dental school. Like after all them trials and tribulations that we've been through, it's just like a good thing to realize like we actually here doing what we want to do, you know?
And to add on to that, I just feel like I'm really like blessed to be in this position, being up here, Boston, safe community, being able to go to school instead of what I was doing before. And I just think that what we're doing is very positive. And this is something that I've been working hard towards, and I really like this.
And there's a lot of obstacles towards it too. So like we gotta celebrate ourselves. It takes a lot of work to get here.
And I feel like my favorite part is just like, hanging out with all the different classmates. I feel like we got people from all over the world. And it's just been fun meeting people from everywhere. I feel like that's been fun. And also helping the pre-dental students too, like helping the people who coming after me trying to get into.
That was one of my highlights this past semester was what we did in November, the SNDA symposium, or whatever it was, conference.
Conference.
But it was definitely good, like being in that position to where we're giving advice and not taking notes. Like it felt different being on the opposite side.
And I just feel like we just have so much knowledge to give. Even though y'all don't see it, we got so much knowledge to give to the pre-dental students. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like
my favorite part was like actually getting into like dental anatomy and like actually learning about the teeth. Because like Nikki said, that's what we're gonna be doing our whole life for the rest of our life. So we gotta go ahead and start preparing for the future, setting our seeds up now, and being ready to sprout and grow as doctors and dentists.
What's everyone's favorite part about like living in Boston?
My favorite part probably been like that transition from summer to fall. Like the trees, we're so close to Boston Common, like the trees turning like little red oranges, and like I like taking pictures with film too. So like that's how I was decompressing, definitely.
Yeah, that's probably a big thing for me too. The scenery keep me going. I like how Boston is like scenic like that. They decorate the lights down in Boston Common, and like the leaves changing. It's a vibe.
What about you, Chad?
So far, like Boston, it's been.
You missed the Boston.
Boston is very nice. I've been able to go to the Museum of Science and just look at different technology that's being advanced here, and just going around. I just feel like just exploring Boston, especially at museums, the food, and just
the food.
The food.
What's
a good food place?
So far, like I like El Jefe. I like El Jefe. I like in Florida. I know there's a Cane's in Florida, but I wasn't able to try it. Oh, is that?
They feel long. They feel long.
I'm gonna let you finish. That's way better than Cane's.
Now that we're giving these restaurants all these free promotion.
I would say my main thing I like about Boston is that it's a medical mecca. Like you see all these minority doctors, dentists, and you can just like sit there, ask them questions like, what made you pick this path? Why did you decide to become an RN instead of doing a doctor? Why did you decide to become a PA? So you always know new things about the field, and it's a city that's always updating its medical field at the same time. So that's what I like about it.
I feel like exposure too. Like, to be honest, like I knew Harvard was real, but I didn't know it was real. I ain't gonna hold y'all, bro. Like, I knew it was real, but like I never like expect to see them. We went to go study there one day, and like, bro, like it's real.
Bro, when I see on the map, I was like, yo, that's crazy.
Like we're here.
Yeah.
What about the snow, guys? The snow.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Being from the south, I never seen snow before, so it was like when I first seen that snow come down, I was like, yo.
Yeah, our first time experiencing snow, we actually had a snowball fight with me, Aeneas, and Trav. So that was pretty cool.
I got a question for y'all.
It felt like a kid again.
Yeah. So who hasn't seen snow? Like after you didn't see it?
No, I seen it.
Yeah.
Before I never seen it.
All right. Have you tasted it?
Oh, nah.
We're at the end of our podcast, and we have this segment called Tough Enough. It's basically where you talk about your hardest moment in life that got you to the point where you're at now. So, if you guys feel like sharing that, feel free.
I guess I could start, and we could just go around.
Yeah, that's cool.
So with me, I would definitely say, like, going back to earlier conversations, anatomy definitely was my hardest class due to the fact I didn't have it in undergrad, and then it was a heavy class. You have cadaver lab along with the actual class. It just was a lot. You heard like horror stories about it, like people dropping out of dental school because of that class. Yeah. I'm glad none of us dropped out. We still here because I really like this friend group we have. So that was definitely my tough enough moment, knowing like over Christmas break I passed that class. Oh yeah, it was up for me. Right? I ain't gonna lie. So I was definitely blessed to pass that class.
So kind of bounce off you, like it's anatomy, but it was like 1 week we had an anatomy test, CFB, project for dental anatomy, and then a dental anatomy midterm, like all in within like 2 days. And I didn't think I was gonna make it. I was on the phone calling my parents, like this ain't it. I don't know how I'm gonna make it, but we all locked in and we passed, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, just to add on to what Chris was saying, yeah, I experienced a similar way, like how that week was structured. Like I was very like stressed out. We had 3 exams, 10 10 PowerPoints for each class. Like I don't want to get any further. It was just a really tough week, but we made it through. We're here, and like that was really like a tough enough moment for me, being able to accomplish that and being able to set that standard for myself, knowing that when trials and tribulations are here, I'm able to go around those type of obstacles and just try my best. That's really what it's about, right?
Yeah.
And that's really, yeah.
For sure. I feel like we have plenty of tough enough moments that we could share, but like one related to school, I would say that was tough for me and define my process is just the application process and like going through the waiting period, not really knowing like, oh, am I gonna get accepted? Because just a transparency moment. That first denial hurt. Like, yeah, for sure. That first denial hurt. So like not knowing like the direction, like could this work out? Is it gonna work out? You just have to have faith and stay faithful.
Yeah, so to piggyback off of Navy and Travis, perseverance is my tough enough story. I have similar stories. I got rejected, and just having to start over kind of like hurt. But now that I'm in dental school, it was worth it. So.
That happy here, brother.
Rejection is redirection.
Yep, true.
But I just have to same thing as you guys. I got rejected a few times, and it's just it's a battle in the mind. And if it wasn't for God, like He kind of gave me the strength. And I remember one day, once I was in dental school, I was still kind of battling, like, man, do I really belong here? Was it just luck? Did I just got confused? And then I was actually, I don't know if you remember, Navy, you were wearing your uniform, you had the Bible verse, and I read it. Yeah, that Bible verse, man, really did help me, give me the strength that I needed, and got to use that, man. And yeah, man, I feel good.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I put it there for. It's a daily reminder, but it's also for like the people around me to give them a little bit of motivation if they indulge in it,
Yeah, Philippians
4:13.
Yeah.
I feel like my tough enough moment was again the exam week that we had a bunch of exams and stuff like that. It was just a lot because we had a bunch of projects as well. I just feel like since we were able to get through that, we can get
My toughest moment probably came the second anatomy exam. I had lost my grandfather in that time, so it was a lot trying to study. I had late nights in Mobile, Alabama to like study, on Quizlet. So it was really tough on me. Then coming back, having to get in lab too. But that was one of the best exams I had, and that practical too. So like that shows God with me. He was with me. That proved I was tough enough.
We just want to thank y'all for supporting us and watching our first episode, and there's a lot more to come. So from the guys here at Flossophy, just want to wish everyone thank you and have a great day.
All right, get well, philosophers. We'll see you next episode.
Stay flossy.
Stay flossy.